Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to be breaking down the accounting paper. So let's get into it. Right, I always start with a disclaimer for these videos. So while I'm not a professional, I'm actually leaving cert student myself. I'm studying accounting. I'm doing higher level, and this is basically me giving my interpretation of the paper and any advice that I've been given to do well in it. So I'm just trying to pass on a bit of knowledge. So first off, I'm going to break down the paper. So section 1 is financial accounting. So it's broken up into question 1. Question 1 is always manufacturing, company, or sole trader. Yeah, so it's 120 marks and there's no theory. This is a big appeal to a lot of people, as in I'm leaning towards doing this because there's no theory, but I'll come back to that later on. Question 2, 3, and 4 are 60 marks each, and you do 2 of them. So this is a range of topics from depreciation, valuation, farm account, club accounts, whatever. And I'd advise going back to the years because there seems to be little patterns and stuff that come up. As in, usually if a topic came up last year, it doesn't tend to usually come up this year. Again, disclaimer, not professional, but if you look through, like I have the ACO papers, and they kind of have all in the second page, they have all the topics came up in the last few years for each question. So I highly advise having a look at that if you do get a chance. So then section 2 is also financial accounting, and these are longer questions. These are 100 marks each. Again, you answer 2. So again, it could still be the likes of the topics that came up beforehand. The likes of tabular, published farm. But again, they're longer. The 60 markers wouldn't have a balance sheet usually, whereas the 100 markers would have a balance sheet. Again, there's theory added on to that as well, which is important, and it needs to be word perfect because they don't give away the marks unless you're very accurate with your theory. Section 3, management accounting. So answer 1 of question 8 or 9. Now, I'll be honest, we haven't done these yet, so I can't really speak to them. I'm not going to speak on something I have no idea about. So all I know is question 8, question 9, and the question 8, question 9 for the last few years have come up as marginal costing, product costing, and a couple of other different topics. And then question 9 always seems to be budgeting of some sort. So now I'm going to look at the time scheme for these. So question 1, which is 120 marks, which is 30% of your paper, because the paper's out of 400, is you leave 54 minutes for it. For a 100 marker, you leave 45 minutes for it. 60 marker is 27 minutes. And for an 80 marker, you leave 36 minutes. So that's the paper broken down. Now I'm going to talk about how I study the paper. So realistically accounting, there's not much more you can do other than practice them. Just do the accounts over and over and over again. Look at the trends. A lot of things tend to crop up year on year, and just doing them over and over again, and then obviously learning your theory off word perfect, because like I said before, they don't accept it unless it is word perfect. So basically I just do a couple of accounts every week, and I just do them over and over again to get them right. And if I do an account one day and I get it wrong, the next time I come to study I'll redo it until I get it right, because there's no point just leaving an account there if you haven't got it right, because you're going to keep doing it wrong because you haven't taught yourself how to do it right yet. There's not really much more, as in just making sure you're also going to the time limits. I usually don't have much of an issue with time limits, but I know a lot of people really do struggle with time limits for accounting. So if you are like that, you need to make sure you're within that time limit, because you don't get really much more time than that. Like I said before, I'm leaning more towards question 1 rather than the 260 markers, because 1, there's no theory. So theory, they always try to catch you out. And 2, I find it a lot quicker to get done, as in I'm really good time with question 1, so it could leave me other time if something went wrong later on paper, or I had a bit of an issue with it. I have a bit of extra time because I just tend to get it done quite quickly, whether I'm wrong or right. I don't know, whatever it is. And then tips for the paper, really just keep practicing it. Like, just keep practicing your questions. Have a bit of a game plan going in. Know really on the day. You should really know before you're going in whether you're going to do question 1, or you're going to do 2 questions out of 2, 3, and 4, your 260 markers, or your 120 mark at the beginning. Because you should realistically, like our teacher's telling us, if we're doing question 1, we need practice 1 a week to make sure we have it fully down by the time June rolls around. And I want to get good marks in accounting, so that's the main thing. And like, again, make sure you know your theory. And a lot of theory questions seem to pop, a lot of the same stuff pops up every year, so if you just keep doing the theory as you go along with your questions, you'll pick it up as you go along, so there's nothing too much to worry about. It is a bit of a quicker one. I don't feel as if there's much more to break down for accounting. Again, you go really in depth into every topic, but here I'm not here to teach this topic. I'm here just to give you a bit of information on it. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, working hard here. 2 videos a week during Leaving Cert. Podcast coming soon. Yeah, we'll see you on Monday. Good night, relive.